Hello, my name is Destiny Stiles. I live in Paradise on the central coast of California in the city of Arroyo Grande. I work currently in a restaurant serving five-star food and five-star service. I enjoy dance, art, music, culture, and of course, fashion. I have no children and am a very single gal. I have a lot of experience as far as mystery dining goes. I have actually worked as a mystery shopper since I was a child, starting with assignments such as clothing, boutiques, all sorts of variety of shopping. But dining has seemed to be a particularly favorite of mine. I've really had some great experiences along with some pretty horrific experiences. What it's like to be a mystery shopper is very exciting. You're secret. You are paid to go in, ask certain questions, and ask for certain services, check the facilities, make sure it's clean. It's really just a very exciting job, although it can be challenging trying to feel very real. You don't ever want them to feel like you have an agenda against them. You don't want them to feel as though you're testing them. You want it to be a very natural, very real experience with that person, and you genuinely want to encourage a positive outcome rather than a negative outcome. And that I have found is particularly hard to nail down. I've had some very good experiences though, where I've had to be a bit pushy and a bit particular, and I have been served with five-star service. I mean, if I asked to have my shoes shined, I'm sure they would have done it. That is how great some of these employees really are. And in the restaurant industry, you want to feel as though you are being waited on hand and foot. It's very important that they feel appreciated, welcome, and wanted. So, I've had some experiences that have not been quite as positive. You want to give your customers time when they're dining. You want to be very knowledgeable. You want to educate them and be able to answer nearly any question or have the resources to find the answer to any question that may be asked to you in the restaurant industry. And being that I work in a restaurant, I make it sole priority to satisfy every need, want, and try as hard as I can to give the best answer to any question as far as food and detail to that. I have had an experience in which I was told that I needed to select an item on the menu to ask questions about rather than asking about every single one, because the only one that mattered was the one I was going to be eating. So that wasn't exactly the way I would have treated a customer in my restaurant. I would have liked to have taken my time and really given them all the answers they were looking for to help make a better decision on what they would like to eat. In other instances, I've actually been told that the waitress did not have time to chat, and that if I'd like to chat, she would send someone over. So you never know what you're going to get when you're trying to be friendly and inquisitive. But I think mystery dining overall is a really unique and special tool and important to be able to evaluate your employees and their service abilities without them knowing they're under radar, without them knowing the owner's watching, giving them that calm, neutral atmosphere where they're actually able to feel themselves. And again, that's a very important quality in a mystery diner is you don't want to feel fake. You don't want to insist negativity or it you don't want them to know you're taking notes, basically. And I think it's a really unique way for the owner of the restaurant to evaluate his own employees and see how they might handle a heated situation or a particularly challenging guest or a high maintenance guest. There's a variety. It's one of those places where it's not somewhere designated for one type of person. I mean, you can get everyone in a restaurant. In my restaurant, we actually have people that come from around the world, and that can be particularly challenging. Just knowing that you don't really speak their language, and that's a barrier and can be frustrating. But you always want to try your hardest to cater and understand and communicate to the best of your ability. So, you know, mystery dining can be a positive tool, can help you improve your restaurant, improve the client's experience there, and you want to draw more people. You want good experiences because word of mouth is the best way to get that into your restaurant. So, as far as being a mystery diner on camera, that's obviously a new thing. It's a little different. Now you yourself have to be natural while knowing that you're being taped, which can be a challenge in itself, just knowing that that's around. But what's nice is you have it on camera. Your report is 100% legit, rather than having someone go in, have the experience, and write down their personal opinion. Personal opinions are extremely important, but it's nice to have an unbiased witness, a camera. A camera is something that cannot be denied. When you're caught on camera, you're caught on candid camera. So, on camera mystery dining is going to be something that will really help to not only take a report, but be able to give an eyewitness to the owner of the restaurant so that they can see for themselves the body language. Because even besides what's said, body language is huge. I mean, your body and your eyes and your breathing give a lot more away than what comes out of your mouth. We're able to control the words that slip out, but sometimes we can't control the looks that come off of our face. So I believe an on-camera mystery dining experience would be particularly helpful in that you would have an unwritten report, basically, and that's always something nice to have, something you can look back at or congratulate that person. Be able to say, wow, look how you handled this. This was awesome. This is something that I would love to show to the rest of my employees. And, because you put them in a predicament. So sometimes it's nice that you can use that as an example and show, new employees how to handle a particularly frustrating client or a language barrier or, all sorts of things. The other thing that, I guess I could add about mystery dining is it's a great experience. It's a great way to try new food, which also puts you on the map. If you're a restaurant who may or may not have good or bad review, but just don't have much review at all, putting your restaurant on camera and sending in a mystery diner, it will tell you, are we doing things right? Are people wanting to come back? Is there a reason that my clientele has not grown? And you really want to build a relationship with the customers that come into your restaurant. And mystery dining is someone open and willing to have a relationship with you and really communicate with you. And as a mystery diner, I have taken assignments that I had not yet ever tried their food and go back periodically and pretty regularly. Sometimes I really find that I enjoy the food, and I'm now a regular customer, and I really have found that I enjoy some food and have gotten to try some new foods that I never would have taken or given a chance. So that's kind of something, that's a different angle as well, is you're able to introduce a new form of food or a new culture or get a little bit, get a little different with your menu without the fear of people being like, oh, it's not burgers and fries, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. So that's another thing that mystery diners can give to a business. Not only can they gain clientele, give an unbiased review, but they can also bring in new clientele. I mean, they can bring in them themselves may be a new regular customer of yours, and so I would say most oftentimes the experience is positive, and the business and the employee all benefit. Being that you've been on camera and been evaluated, or just been evaluated by a mystery diner in general, given that second chance to do better, allows you to really take a minute and realize your job in the restaurant industry, and that is to serve and to connect and really create an atmosphere for your diners. That's all I can say about mystery dining. It's a great way to go, and I think putting it on camera will just, make it that much better. So that is my experience as a mystery diner, and I would love to get back into that and enjoy that again. Being that I've been on the other side now as well, I have that inside look at what it is to be in a restaurant and how it feels to be in a restaurant, and to be able to evaluate the surroundings. Are there quite a few tables, or are there none? Service may be slightly affected by how busy or not busy a restaurant may be. Although it should not be affected by that, it may be. And those are things to be taken into consideration. Being that I have been a mystery diner before, and being that I have worked in a restaurant, I think I would be a great on-camera mystery diner, and a very unbiased evaluator. So I really look forward to being a mystery diner, and thank you.